I hope everybody had a great weekend. It's military morale session here. Now let's go over what Miss Obama was talking about. Joining forces in last week, the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, speaks to soldiers, family members, employers during the Veterans Job Summit and Career Forum in Hangar 3 Wednesday. Seated to her right is Major General James C. McConnell, Commanding General of the 101st Airborne Division. At Fort Campbell, Dr. Jill Biden, Sergeant Aaron Walnuts, 4th Brigade Combat Team. The First Lady, Dr. Biden, spoke to personnel about joining forces in an initiative to help find employment for separating service members and their families. For somebody who actually cares about y'all trying to find employment, I know it can be real challenging, competitive in some states, and real downright stressful, especially when you're trying to get out there and get your foot in the door, so to say. Joining forces, the First Lady unveils new transition tool at Job Summit by Megan Locke Simpson, Corridor Drive. First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden delivered remarks to more than 1,200 soldiers and family members gathered at Campbell Army Airfield Hangar 3 Wednesday, part of the Fort Campbell Veterans Job Summit Career Reform. Focus was on providing a smooth takeoff after the military for service members and their families. In this vein, the First Lady announced a cutting-edge government tool designed to help veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses find employment. The Veteran Employment Center is a new feature on www.ebenefitsva.gov, where transitioning service members and others within the military community can link up with the employer and find valuable ways to translate military skills into civilian paychecks. You also go to military.com. It's a great website. It will point you in college directions that are actually, again, nationally accreditable. Remember that when you go in there and you walk in the door and get in the office and sit down with that school education counselor, make sure you ask that question. Are you nationally accreditable? Because if you're not going anywhere with it anytime soon, whether it's a diploma or not. Keep that in mind for somebody who knows. For transitioning service members, others from within the military community can link up with employers to find valuable ways to translate military skills into civilian paychecks. Starting today, every service member and every veteran and every military family member will have to access a new online tool that will revolutionize how you find jobs in both the public and private sectors. Obama said soldiers can type their MOS into the military skills translator, and the website will match military jobs with civilian skill sets. Users can find job opportunities posted by employers and pursue the lead immediately. You can make your resume visible to the employers who are on site. Obama said it is very simple. I've been seeing it myself. It's truly an amazing tool that will make your lives better. Better translation of skills between the military and civilian sector was a key theme and area of concern, but two of the speakers emphasized from a personal perspective that it is possible to make it work. Sergeant Aaron Walnuts, who introduced the First Lady, spoke about how a recent Fort Campbell job fair and some persistence helped him snag a full-time position when he leaves the Army. Student Medal of Honor recipient, the club mayor, is a Marine veteran, spoke from transition experience and necessary for personal branding. It's hard to tell employment where it's good at. He said, when I got out, I was a sniper, and I'm going to let you all know up front. If you think there's a lot of sniper jobs out there, there's not. Learning about how to talk about more common attributes like teamwork, leadership, or logistics spirits will get a potential candidate a job quicker than a sheet of military acronyms the average human resources manager might not understand, he explained. So, hence, there are a lot of career websites out there. There's monster.com, career builder, one word, check it out. I'll even show you this website right here. You look it up on the Department of Veterans Affairs. It's listed on there. Let's see, right there. That's www.ebenefits.va.gov. Keep in mind, due to identity theft reasons, anyone could just let you fill out a bunch of forms. Gonna mail you some. Make sure you can show your credentials and then respond back to you if you need any assistance. There's also 1-800 numbers on there. To your right, there's a VA handbook. Can't go wrong. Department of Veterans Affairs website. All kinds of beneficial information that will point you in the right direction. No soldier ever left behind. Not on my watch. From someone who's been through so much trying to help you folks out, because a lot of stuff, I didn't even have this back then when I was serving, and a lot of it, some soldiers will tell you they had to learn the hard way. I mean, it's available now, so use it. I mean, don't be the person stopping you. Is yourselves, your own doubts, your own fears. So face your fears and get out there and get enlisted in the nearest college or job website. Trust me, the only person who's going to better yourself is yourselves. You got to go do it. You can't just sit there and rely on people to call you back. Keep calling, keep trying, keep writing, show you care. Sooner or later you'll get in the door. Other than that, pray real hard for you, your loved ones, your family. Moving right along. Colors, case, legacy. You can see that's Mr. Obama, right? They are number one fan on this website. I didn't know this. Oh, that's her right there. Fucking. Ta-da. God bless her, Mr. Obama. Y'all thought you could sneak in. I wouldn't know it. I know you're coming 900 miles out. You don't expect them to pay a $10,000 for a toilet seat without me knowing something for an officer's son, huh? I was throwing something in. Gee whiz. I want to know most to worry about you that you will be. Colors, case, legacy, and preserve. 4th Brigade Combat Team inactive at a ceremony. God bless y'all who served or serving or transitioned into other units. I know how hard it can be settling in. It's just like moving to a new place. You don't know who's next to you unless you get to know them first. It can downright somewhat stressful too. Everybody's got a different personality, so I hope you're settling well. Don't let people bring you down or get to you. Everybody's got a different way of thinking things through. So remember, teamwork will get you somewhere in life. I suggest you learn it real quick in your new unit, because there's no such thing as selfishness. Selfishness won't get a team or a unit very far, especially if you want to enjoy your weekend instead of pulling wheat. Got that? Okay, good. Sergeant Justin A. Moore, 4th Brigade Combat Team. Soldiers, veterans, and families and friends alike look on heavy hearts as the colors of the 4th Brigade Combat Team, Karate, 101st Airborne Division, furled in the wind one last time as part of the U.S. Army. Brigade Combat Team 2020 Model, the 4th BCT 101st Airborne Division, cased in its colors during an inactive ceremony Friday at the division parade field. Immediately following the casing of the brigade colors, Cabo C. Kevin Lee, Jr., former commander of the BCT 101st Airborne Division, relinquished command of the 1st Brigade to Major General James C. McConnell, Commanding General, 101st Airborne Division. I consider myself as fortunate to have served as a Karari. I very rarely say last, because the one truth with service to our nation is that the change is constant and last happens very rarely, said Kevin Lee. I am eternally honored to serve as the 4th Commander of the 4th Brigade, and I'll be a Karari forever. God bless you, sir. Having an opportunity to serve as Karari, be as part of the unit's legacy, is still a possibility for soldiers. I want to make one thing clear. Although we may be inactively the 4th Brigade, we are not inactivating the Kararis in the 1st Airborne Division, said McConville. The 506 Infantry Regiment, the Kararis' legacy and spirit will remain alive and strong within the division. Carrying on. Kararis of 2 506 Infantry battalions will not have a far move, as they are both realigning with the sister brigade combat teams. The Red Kararis of the 1st Battalion 506 Infantry Regiment will maintain the regiment's colors and join the 1st Brigade Combat Team Boston, with whom they have previously fought alongside during World War II. Explained McConnell. The White Kararis of 2nd Battalion 506 Infantry Regiment will Joined the 3rd Brigade Combat Team, Racketon, with whom members of the 506 fought alongside during the Vietnam War. I didn't even knew that. Having fought alongside their gang, BC2 only helped to build on the already substantial Karawi's reputation. The Karawi's have a reputation reassembled in World War II, fought and then activated, we reassembled for Vietnam, fought for 4 years, then transformed. We then went to Korea, then active and activated. We have now fought for 4 years, although this war we are realigning and transforming significantly. The Karawi's have fought for 9.5 years in combat. The 101st, the only battle we missed was Desert Storm. I know that when our nation has a significant fight on its hands again, the Karawi's will assemble and fight to the same high standards. The red and white Karawi soldiers continue to try and maintain these high standards even as they transition to their new area of operation. Today is not an end, but merely a transition for the Karawi's, said McConnell, as the 4th BCC, under the superb leadership of Colonel Kevin Lee and Command Sergeant Major Kristen Velez. The Karawi soldiers on the field have performed magnificently. As the 4th Brigade Battalion marched across the parade field, conducting a final pass review, Kevin Lee stood side by side with Karawi veterans of Missouri. End of the brigade's current chapter. I think about 72 years of Karawi history and 10 years of 4th Brigade history, said Kevin Lee. I think of that approximately 1,400 names of our memorial wall, and I think about the fact that we have committed ourselves to live up to their sacrifice every single day. Honoring that sacrifice, the Karawi Memorial will be relocated to the John F. Pratt Museum of 506 Regiment. Colors will still fly, ensuring that the legendary name will live on. Though I am sad to see the colors cased, I take solace in knowing that the Karawi's will continue to serve with their Screaming Eagles, the 101st Airborne Division, St. McConnell, the original band of brothers will live on. The 101st Airborne Division continue to add chapters of valor to their fabled history. God bless y'all. Now that's an amazing photo. See all them? See all of you right there? Now y'all carry on. Just because you're in transition doesn't mean y'all don't communicate, call one each other on Facebook. Hey, how's it going over there in that new unit? Showing you care helps a soldier out, especially if they're transitioning to a unit they're not familiar with. Helps relax those feather of morale and bring up that I'm not so alone in the world. I thought nobody cared. Wrong. Even if they have a different opinion while serving you, still, at least you showed you care. You said, hi, how are you? Hope you're settling in. Even if it's a text message, you know, life moves on. So hang your heads high. At least you're still wearing a uniform. That uniform means something. Such as you've been sacrificing your time, those away from home, those who are serving, God bless you. Especially those waiting for you to come back home, your families, those for your friends, and those that love you. And for us all, most important, God be with those who served and those who gave their lives for that country and that brigade. Which dudes. Hope y'all having a great week. Remember to start off thinking positive. Still got your health, your life, a roof over your head. That's something to be thankful for. At the end of the day, know that you did your best, and that's all you can do. You did it with perfection and integrity. Remember, there's no such thing as half-rear jobs around here. It's do it right or don't do it at all. Especially those who know full well seniors are being marching their hind parts, grandparents behind you, who taught you a few things, right and wrong. Remember that. Other than that, don't forget to say the soldier's prayer. I spoke of it last weekend. It helps. Trust me, I say it every day. What's good, it's hard. Alright, right here at home, Clarksville, Tennessee. Y'all hanging there. Not alone in the world, certainly not the last. Carry it home. Much love.